Welcome, everyone. It is Monday night, just a bit outside, radio show live on the air. You're live with us on Facebook, on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. Share that link, share that love. Back on Monday nights, you got Mark, you got Keisha. Keisha, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on, Mark? Back on the original day. Feels good. You know, it's kind of like throwing it back. It's kind of a nostalgic tonight, for real. And we got Monday Night Football going on for
little Throwback Monday.
Hell yeah. How was your weekend, man?
It was okay. I was sick last week. I'm still not feeling great, so I just kind of chilled and watched TV all weekend. But I tell you what, my boy, he's enjoying that last week of summer before school. He's out on the beach with his grandfather.
Oh yeah, working on that tan, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
He's gonna come back looking like a real California guy, man, because he's got that long hair going down.
And every summer he just tans so deep, like being there for a week. I know he's gonna be dark. I'm jealous of the kid. I was never like that.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Reese was getting in some good R&R, and I gotta tell you, I got in some good R&R too. I gotta shout out some friends of mine who, Allison and Taj, who treated me to now get this, you know, I got some fantastic bougie friends. Let me just tell you. An hour of flotation therapy.
I saw your story.
Yeah, man. So for those, like, when I heard about this, I literally was like, I have no idea what this is. So I went on to the website of the place. It was called Journey Within Wellness Center out there in Columbia/Ellicott City. You know, that area. And I took a look at what they had there, and what it is you get your own personal room with a personal, you know, like pod wading pool, which is, you know, can comfortably fit 2 people, and they dump 2,000 pounds of Epsom salt into this pool of water.
Oh, wow.
Right? So yeah, man, yeah. So it's like. It does not matter how much you weigh or whatever. Once you get in that pool, you're floating right to the top. It's like impossible to sink in this wading pool. So they also had these little pillow type things where you can rest your head and, you know, help that, and I guess keep your neck, you know, straight and everything. And man, like they played music and they had all of these crazy lighting and whatnot, man. I mean, it was definitely an experience. It was awesome, really awesome. And I mean, I gotta shout out that spa, Journey Within. They were fantastic, man. They had all types of like accessories to help you relax and whatnot. But let me just tell you something, Mark.
Huh.
Okay, when you're dealing with 2,000 pounds of Epsom salt. You better make sure you don't have any type of cuts or bruises.
Oh.
Well, not even bruises, but like cuts and stuff like on your body, because it will seriously hurt you. You know, they give you things to protect yourself from that. But if you have like a cut or something somewhere, paper cut, if you have a over lovingly pit bull like I do, you jump into that pool of salt, man. That thing wreaks some havoc on your behind. I'm telling you, but man, I really did. I enjoyed myself. I think it's gonna become like a once a month type habit, because it's great for the skin and great for the joints and whatnot. So I was told.
How'd you get turned on to that?
Yeah. Well, like I said, my friend Allison and Taj and her boyfriend Taj treated me to an hour session for helping them out with their baby shower. So it was like
awesome.
a gift.
Man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, you know, that was my weekend. But outside of it, we got a special guest tonight who had a pretty amazing weekend.
Do you mind real quick if I hit something else on the weekend?
Sure, go for it.
I know someone's listening. She doesn't want to listen to the sports. But, you know, last night was something really, really big this weekend also. And I saw kind of reviews up and down. Up, you know,
okay.
Some good, some bad, and I was just wondering if you went into the House of Dragon.
Oh, okay. So we're going to talk about this in the show. You know, I had a thing last night. You know, there were the Ravens were playing and the Orioles were playing a Little League Classic. Like, you know, I seriously believe that there was a test of fandom going down last night and a test of allegiance. But we'll talk a little bit about that later. I have not. I got it set up to watch this evening, though.
Okay. Laura, you got to stay tuned. Come on.
Okay, all right. Oh, Miss Nesbitt?
Oh, yeah. I got a little shit.
Oh, shout out to my girl.
Yeah.
I will definitely watch this evening and come with a decent review next week. By then, we'll be like 2 episodes in.
There we go.
But I mean, I've heard some pretty good things so far. You know, no spoilers, but I heard it was decent.
Yeah. I've heard great. I've heard bad. So I was just wondering what you thought.
Yeah. I'll definitely give you my review.
Okay.
But back to the man of the hour, Mr. Michael Spiller is on the line. This man, he's like family. We go way back. He is like I was just saying offline, Mark. I mean, this guy is a legit superhero. Mike, thank you so much for finding time to chop it up with us tonight, man. We really appreciate it.
No problem at all. That's what I do. You know, family is everything. So I'm glad to be invited on here, and it's a pleasure to partake in your moment of glory as you do the radio thing, sister. So bring it on.
All right, now listen. We always start our show off with what's going on around town, and you know, when I saw, follow you on social media, I'm always looking at all the wonderful things that you're doing, man, and you really caught my eye because you did some pretty big things this weekend. I mean, I would have to say bucket list worthy item. When you were out there at the Camden Yards, what was that, on Friday, Mike?
Yeah. So you're right. Bucket list is the only way to describe that joint, man.
Yes.
So folks, let me just tell you something. I had the privilege, the honor of throwing out a first pitch for the Baltimore Orioles on Friday, and so a little background. One of my roles is I'm the president of the Metro Baltimore Council for the AFL-CIO, which is a conglomerate of about 86 unions in Baltimore.
Wow.
And so I kind of wear the hat. And so one of the ways we raise money every year, one of our biggest fundraisers, is we sell tickets to what we call Union Night at the stadium. Okay. So this year, man, we sold over 3,600 tickets and rode out there, made some good money for community service. And I get this call from my community service person saying, hey, Prez, look, they want somebody from the union to throw out the first pitch. What do you want to do? I said, I'm going to throw out the first pitch. So, just so you understand, I was a season ticket holder for 20 years for the Baltimore Orioles, right?
Oh, man. Oh, yeah.
So I've been an Oriole fan forever, even before I moved to the state, before I even moved to Baltimore. My mother was from Baltimore, so even when I lived in Germany and Alaska and other places all over the country and all over the world, I was an Oriole fan. So, it's diehard. So when they said somebody throw the pitch, I was like, man, bucket list ain't the word for it. An opportunity to start on Camden Yard, I will be there. Now, keep in mind, I was hoping, I was prepared. I thought it would be thrown from the mount. I wanted to put my foot on the pad. They were like, oh no, that's bad luck. You got to stand on the grass in front of the pad. I'm like, come on.
Oh, okay.
You're going to do this to me, man. And,
I've never heard that.
Yeah,
that is so funny.
Yeah. And so the other thing, they were like, now, we don't know if you're an Oriole fan, sir, but don't touch the white lines. I said, don't even talk to me about the white lines. I would never touch the white line. So, I did a special hop over the white line. I don't know if y'all saw me hop over the white line going out.
Yes.
But I will tell you this. They kicked butt Friday night.
Oh, man.
And I'm claiming
Yes, they did.
And I'm claiming it. And when I say I'm claiming, I'm sitting up in the owner's box telling everybody, the reason why we're matching this team like they're rookies is because of that first pitch. Because
oh, man, you started the magic.
Hey, I threw a perfect strike right down the middle. As a matter of fact, let me tell you, everybody has been sending me videos of all week of people throwing the first pitch all over. 50 Cent, everybody. They're trying to make me nervous and everything. Everybody, up until the morning, they're like, I know you got to make sure you get it. People up there going to talk about you. My coke director sitting there pointing his finger down from the clubhouse, like, we're waiting for you to make this thing go wrong. And Spencer, the pitcher who caught my ball said,
Spencer Watkins.
Yeah, he's going to be honest with you, man. One of the best throws I've got doing this thing. People know me.
Oh my God!
He didn't have to move at all, man. I mean, I put it right in the pocket. And,
man, that's a cherry on top.
And I told everybody they can say what they want to say. That moment of standing on Camden Yards on the grass, man, let me tell you, I'm 60 years old, and I felt Friday night like I was still that 8-year-old kid watching his favorite team play.
Hell yeah.
And unbeknownst to me, people from different aspects of my life were sending me text messages and hitting on Facebook.
Oh, man.
We see you. People who were there at the game, people who were on the sports channel, and my international called me from New York and said, hey, there's a rumor that you threw out the first pitch at the Oriole game.
Mark and I, we follow Little League World Series every year, and it's always good to see some of the up-and-coming stars, tomorrow's stars, if you will, because they have a lot of those come through. But, Mike, were you flipping back and forth on Sunday night?
No, I don't flip my TV channel when the Ravens are on. I don't move my TV. I'm sorry. I'm guilty. I will tell you, I too, I've always loved the Little League Classic. I love watching the young ladies play. I really and truly enjoy that stuff. But,
let's talk about the Ravens then. Let's talk about the Ravens.
I'll tell you the truth, though. I bleed purple. I don't, don't be talking to me during the game. Don't be, even the preseason game. Let's just talk about the play that happened at that moment. Don't talk to me. Don't talk about what happened 20 minutes ago. Don't talk about the bad calls, referees. If you're not talking about the
you don't want to hear none of that
happening at that time, just say that. Take notes.
You got rules.
But let's talk about that. It was great, man.
Yeah, let's talk about it. I mean, I like to call them the preseason champions. They're keeping the win streak alive at 22. We all know that Huntley was under center. He's tried and true, stepped in for Lamar. But let's talk about the new kid on the block, if we will. I mean, you kind of alluded to it a little bit earlier during the show, Mike. Man, how did you enjoy tight end Likely at game yesterday? Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
I think we might have lost Mike, but let's keep it going though. How did you like? Did you watch the Ravens game?
I watched what I could because I'm a cord cutter, so I gotta run on an antenna. And for some reason at night, like the signal comes in and out.
Get you like a antenna or something, dog. We gotta get you an antenna. Wait a minute, hold on one second, Mark.
Okay. Before Keisha comes back, I got an antenna. Just at night, for some reason, the signal is affected.
Hey, Mike.
Y'all back.
I think we lost you. Okay. But, hey, man, I was talking about the Ravens game last night. How did you like Likely, tight end?
Come on, man. The guy, I'm telling you, my favorite new player in the NFL. All these great quarterbacks, everybody coming out right here.
Are you serious?
Likely is my new dude. I mean, I was watching him last week, and I was telling people that this guy is going to be real. But it was just little glimpses. But last night, this dude, I mean, do y'all realize that in the first half, he had 8 catches for almost 100 yards? The first half.
Yeah. Everybody's they couldn't stop talking about him last night, and he's starting to live up to the hype, man, and you can tell by Mark Andrews' energy towards him, like he is really enamored with this kid. And Mark, can you imagine? I mean, we've always talked about the 1-2 punch as far as the running game, but could you imagine having a legit 1-2 punch with the tight ends? I mean, he's that tight end right now, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
you need that dual threat, and
doesn't it open things up a little bit?
Yeah, and I mean, like you think of like Travis Kelce and other big name tight ends, they've always had someone else there with them that was backing them up.
Yeah.
That was also that threat. You want more threats down that field that Lamar can throw to, and spread that coverage out to get the ball. So Andrews, he might still lead the league or lead the team in receptions.
Yeah.
But if Lively's out there and getting his catches and everything, he's going to prove a threat. Teams are going to start planning for him. So yeah, definitely. I hope it's only preseason. I hope the kid keeps it up. But a year from now, we might be talking about that dual threat that they are.
Mark, let me say something to you, Mark. Something you just hit on, brother. You said it's only preseason. So I just want to tell you guys, and you guys probably know this because I know Cuz knows this. He's a Raven purple blood person too. But let me say this to you: we have drafted some good receivers in the last 8 years, some really good receivers. But watch this though: we never see them do well in the preseason, and then as a result of that, watch this. As a result of that, they always end up either injured or they never really reach their full potential the first year they go out in the field. When we draft high receivers, with the exception of Hollywood, and you think about them, Perriman, any of them, you think about them, they never really and then they leave the Ravens after 4 years and they become better, but they don't. We draft them high and we say we got a great talent, receiving talent. We got some help, and they don't. This guy, we didn't get that height before he came on the field. We didn't get that height.
Yep.
And then and so far in the preseason, the 2 games that he's been in, he's been killing. So I think that all the potential injuries that they normally get the first game and they're out for the rest of the season, all that stuff is going to be out of the way. I think this guy's going to play the whole season, and he's going to end up averaging 75 to 100 yards
a game.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be legit. And when you add Mark to that equation, what you have is what Lamar likes the best. Lamar don't like throwing the bomb. He likes to scramble around, try to get out the pocket. If he can't, he wants to dump. And if two tight ends, you don't know which one to cover. And he's scrambling. And look, he's scrambling. So you already got the linebackers all confused. You are going to cause confusion in that middle section of the defense. And he will be able to dump them crazy little flip passes and all that stuff he likes to do to two options. And I'm telling you right now, when he gets ready to throw the bomb, nobody's going to expect it because he's going to be throwing between Mark Andrews and likely he could throw 30 passes and keep everybody off balance while he's scrambling around. I'm telling y'all right now, best thing of the tight end. Best thing that can happen.
On the last show, Mike, we were talking to my other homeboy, Mike. This is so great. We went from Mike to Mike, and they're both awesome.
Oh,
but we were talking. Yeah. And we were, I was talking about how we were missing that Anquan Bolden presence as far as what. After watching last night's game, I mean, this is clearly a guy that does not shy away from contact. That looks like he welcomes, and welcomes the contact.
Did you see him drag the 2 guys down when he hit them?
Yes!
That is Bolden style. Shannon Sharp. These guys who can take the hit and keep on moving.
Mark, I gotta say it, man. This might be the missing piece that I was talking about, dude. I just was really impressed. I was so very impressed with what I saw yesterday. I mean, they always talk about, from game to game, preseason, when you're trying to make the team, coaches want to see improvement. I mean, just from, game 1 to game 2, oh, man, whatever it is, this kid's getting it.
The other thing that Lucky showed last night was this. He can move. Remember, he scored a touchdown. He juked the linebacker. So he can make the moves, but he can power you too. This guy, he can do it all. That's what you want to attack. Yeah. What I didn't see, because we didn't have a really strong running game last night, I didn't see how he blocked. But if you get a tight that can block and do all that you can do,
Oh yeah, I mean he's some good teachers out there. I mean Mark Andrews, pretty stout guy. You know what I mean? And if he's willing to learn, he can. I mean, we're talking Pro Bowl player in no time.
Yeah, 2 years.
In no time.
2 years.
Yeah, in no time.
So
Yeah, man, really enjoyed that.
we got a couple of comments in the feed, and I just want to highlight two of them.
Sure.
Professor, as always, in the feed and has some great things to say. First up, Andrews down the seam, likely in the slot, and Bateman on the outside. Boyle and Project Pat to pave the way for bully ball. Man.
I love it. I love it.
And then his the next comment I want to highlight is my prediction is Andrews, Likely, and Bateman are all going to go for 1,000-yard seasons with at least 6 TDs apiece.
Woo! That's a bold prediction. Sound the alarm. I love it.
Professor going hard.
Yeah, he's always coming with the good stuff. He's got some big cojones, too. I love it. It's a bold prediction.
I'm about to say, that's deep. I like it, but
Yeah, I mean, hey, especially when we're known for our running, and then we got this extremely mobile quarterback. What if that does happen, man? If that is possible, if they can achieve that, to me, we're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. I know I'm a homer and everything like that, but I'm just really impressed with what I saw yesterday. And our defense too. Let's not forget about them. These guys are still. They're still doing the damn thing. I mean, they gave up 2 TDs late, but the beginning part, it's like it didn't matter who you had out there, man. They were, catching interceptions, doing everything they did. They're looking good.
I mean, them 2 late touchdowns.
Yeah,
you didn't want to see it, but that was late in the preseason game. That defense was starched in the first half.
Yeah.
The defense was starched. And let me tell you, with Fuller and Williams, I think that, we got some hands. We got some brothers that are going to attack the ball. We already know we got some great hitters. But I'm telling you right now, our defense is going to be, it ain't 2020. It's not going to be 2000 defense, but we're going to be there. We're going to, yeah.
If anything, that was my biggest takeaway from the game is that the defense has a plan. Everyone was, kind of nervous with Mike McDonald coming in, new DC, and he showed that they got the goods.
Yeah. It was good things. They definitely gave a lot for a Ravens fan to be excited about last night. Let's go to the flip side, Mark. The Little League Classic between the Orioles and the Boston Red Sox up there in Pennsylvania. Man, and that was a pretty exciting game, too. Lots of offense and lots of late-game heroics, man. And what do you know? Jorge Mateo, Mark, he's been tearing it up the month of August, and he's just been keeping the show going. With the go-ahead, I believe that was in the 8th inning, man. And, it was really nice. It was really nice to see the Orioles out there chopping it up with the kids, man. I mean, they did the traditional hill slide where you take your piece of cardboard or whatever cardboard box and slide down the hill. I mean, it was great. I mean, they had Robinson Chirinos mid-game playing rock paper scissors with some of the little league players, man. I mean, they had Mullins and Hayes mic'd up, and Cedric Mullins. He's an awesome guy, full of personality. After Mark, I'm not sure if you watched the game or not, but after they interviewed him, they were calling him Cedric the Entertainer for like the rest of the night. I mean, this guy was. It was classic, man. And then after the Orioles win and everything, and they had Bautista out there.
Yeah.
They had the fireworks, man. It was great. Just watching everybody watch the fireworks, all the players come out on the field, and essentially act like kids, man. It was great. It was great to watch. I was flipping back and forth all night. It really was.
What's great also is like like you said, we always pay attention to Little League Classic, and it's fun to see like the teams interacting with the kids and everything. But this year is a little bit different because it's our team. And so it kind of got into your heart a little bit more. And it was so great to see like Adley Rutschman because like he's so young. He
Yes.
just called up this year, and the way he is interacting with the kids, like it was just so awesome to see what they could do, and to give those kids a highlight, something that they'll remember forever. And Little League, I don't know. I watched a little bit of the Little League World Series earlier in the day, and then to go on to that at night was an awesome thing.
Yeah, man. I mean, the 410 was in full effect this weekend. What a great feeling. I mean, Sunday night football and then Sunday night baseball, both on national stages, and both, putting out there a good product and good play.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, Orioles, I think we're officially, we're already a threat. Everybody's talking about us now, but we are, like, officially on the map. Mark, I don't even know if you remember, but we talked about how the Orioles and the Boston Red Sox were chosen for the Little League Classic at the beginning of the season.
Like last year
when
they
announced
it, yeah.
Or was it last year?
Because they announced the next year's participants during the game.
Yeah, I remember. I was like, it was some time ago that we actually talked about this, how awesome it was. I mean, we had no idea that the Orioles would be in the position that they are in right now, and how, I mean, just basically ideal for them to be like so hot and in the mix and in the thick of the wild cards and actually starting to scare people. And I don't care what you say, the Yankees got to be looking over their shoulder a little bit because they've been playing like crap lately.
They've been terrible since the All-Star break, man. Like, I don't know what's going on in New York, but I enjoy it.
Yes. Doesn't it seem like they're leaving the door open? I mean, somebody called Bruno Mars, and if my man Anderson Park, they leaving the door open for us. It's actually a possibility. It's so fantastic, man. I mean, I just really enjoyed being a fan from the 410 last night, man.
And
I really did.
The Orioles now, they're, I believe, 63 wins. So
the
thing that I've asked,
2.5 games out, man.
The thing I asked preseason every year as we blew it
out the water, buddy. Yes, we did.
the thing I've asked for the last couple of years before the season starts, our pre-season show is under 100 wins. They're going to accomplish it this year, and can't ask for more. I mean, go to the playoffs. That'd be the cherry on top. But progress is there, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, and I believe at the beginning of the season, the over/under for the season was like mid-60s.
Yeah.
We talk about that every season, every season too, and they're just really smashing it this year. And now, I mean, everybody, the whole trust in the process, this whole thing is taking on some real solid meaning here. Because, Mark, you've been hanging in there with me for the past couple of years and listening to me fall out every other month. But now, the magic is real. Magic is real, man. And it's great to be a fan in the 410. It really is. But I think that's all we're going to do for tonight, Mark. You got any feel goods or any other shout outs you want to do before we get off the air?
Nothing comes to mind. Yeah. I'm good.
Hey, Cousin Mike, you still there?
I'm here.
Hey, man, before we go, there is one thing I do want to talk about really quickly, Mark, if you don't mind, before we go. Because, Mark, you know that I recently got back into running. Running's always been a part of the major Keys. And, some of my inspiration is on this phone right now, man. And, we always have runners on our show, whether professional or, just by love, somebody has ran a race at some point in their life, just, a good deal of our guests. And it's really a pleasure to have you on because you are somebody that has really, run the gamut as far as running is concerned. I mean, started as a beginner and now, really a professional runner, man. So, you mind talking about your journey a little bit as we close out the show?
Yeah, real quick. So, first of all, I'm the captain of a running group. Well, we're running in a health group called Black Men Run. I'm the captain of the Baltimore chapter. We have about 40 chapters in the state and and a couple in some other countries. So I started out running back when I was 50 years old. I started out with a group called the NL50 Crew. Keisha, you might not know about this, but this was all your families, all the females in your family, like your extended family. Stacy and all of them. We were all.
Oh wow!
But I was only in the gym, and then I ran a 5K for Susan Coleman with my gym, a 5K at the age of 50. And at 52, I ran my first half marathon, and I've ran about 35 half marathons all over the East Coast. And I'm actually in training right now to run what they call the Detroit Free Press. It's a half marathon in Detroit that we run across the bridge. Go to Canada, you got to run with your passport, and then you run to Canada, run to Canada, and come back. So I'm really looking forward to that race. I'm looking forward to that one. None of the major six. I don't run that fast. You won't hear me talking about Tokyo, London, New York, Boston. I leave them for the real runners. But at 290 pounds, 6'2", 60 years old, I don't entertain those marathons. But I've enjoyed running these half marathons. I've enjoyed leading a group of brothers from all over Baltimore. We run on Lake Montebello every Thursday at 6:15, and every other Saturday we run from Henry Road up in Baltimore. We run through the harbor. No, any distance you want, walk, run, crawl, you name it, we do it all. Plus this Saturday, starting at 7:15 this Saturday, in front of the old Charm City, right across from the Armed Rooster, we're collecting back-to-school supplies to give to the community. So
fantastic.
Let me repeat that again.
Yes, sir.
This is my closing note. We're going to be at McHenry Road, where there's a Harris Teeter and an Armed Rooster, but we're going to be in front of the old Charm City, and we're collecting school supplies, and we're going to take them to a church that's sponsoring a couple of schools and within the city. We believe in giving back. Last year we did a shoe drive. Last 2 years we've done a shoe drive. This year we're doing something a little different. But the key is two things, folks. Take care of your health. Mm-hmm. Especially, I got to put a plug in for my brothers. Black men, take care of your health. Diabetes, high blood pressure, all that stuff, prostate cancer is killing us. COVID. Mm-hmm. Come on out there and run with us. Get yourself healthy. We're going to take care of you. Sisters, we got you can run with us too, but we're looking out for the brothers. And I can introduce you to our sister union, a sister running group, a Black Girls Run if you want. I saw you at the 5K getting your life on, Keish. You were killing it.
Thanks.
I'm glad to see you're back out there again. Mark,
yes.
It was great, brother. Pleasure was mine. Thank you for having me on the show.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
Yes, it was awesome. Thank you very much. That's it.
All right, outside of there, you have it. Baltimore, you know how we end this show. Spread love, yo. We like Brother Mike said, we still in a pandemic. You got to take care of your health. Take care of yourself. I'm Keisha. On the other line is Mark. And it's just a bit outside. Y'all have a great week.